Hello, just your back to another thoughts video, and it's the last day of summer for me, so why not do a thoughts on all of the 2014 news we've been getting, all the lists, and what I think will be good sets, what I think the sets will be about, and just my general thoughts on all these lists that we got in like the past week, I believe. And I'm using Rubrics right now, great site. I actually write on there sometimes. And we're going to first look at the Hobbit stuff, and even though that's not 2014, I consider it because it's like fall, winter 2013. So we'll see these in like November, December-ish, October-ish. And so we got 4 sets. This is from Brickset Forums, someone reported it. And I think it's true because they put it on Spillware too, which is a site. So you got Dol Guldur, Ambush, I know I'm not pronouncing that right, Mirkwood Elf Army, Town Lake Chase, even though it's supposed to be called Lake Town Chase, it's not Town Lake Chase, and Dol Guldur Battle. And out of all 4 of these sets, even though I haven't read The Hobbit or anything like that, the one I'm looking forward to the most is the $30 set, like a lot of other people, because I love the elves, and I love the other Mirkwood set, so just getting a battle pack that's kind of like the Uruk-hai Army battle pack, which was $30 too. And we got all those figures for that $30 set. I think that they could put off a really cool set like that, but with elves instead. So that's cool. Definitely going to be picking that up. I'm not sure how it'll look. Dol Guldur Ambush actually sounds like a cool set too, because I like $20 Middle Earth sets. We've only gotten one other one, which was Shelob Attacks. And we could probably expect 3 minifigures, like old $20 sets. And Lake Town Chase, like I said in the last thoughts video, looks cool, but it's too pricey. I mean, $50 is just crazy. And Dol Guldur Battle, $70. Not sure how that'll be. I'm hoping Smaug is in there, because it's not Tolkien's The Hobbit, and I don't think he's in there in that scene in the book, but it's Peter Jackson's The Hobbit, so he might add Smaug in there. But really, I just like the Mirkwood Elf Army the most. And sorry about that, my air just went on. And the Dol Guldur Ambush sounds really cool too. I wonder how that'll look though. It's going to be definitely a small structure because it's a $20 set. Next thing we got is the Simpsons. And Simpsons, I love the Simpsons. The first time I heard this rumor, I was so excited because I was hoping it was real. And turns out it was real, or because it was confirmed not directly from Lego, but from Mad Nipper, and he said, yes, we will be doing Simpsons Lego. And so I'm so excited. I grew up on The Simpsons, basically. I watched it ever since I was like 10, I guess. And my mother was a little bit reluctant to let me watch it, but in the end, I started watching it. It's a great show. It's funny. It's not the most inappropriate show like a lot of people are saying. I think that it's kind of hard to explain, but like it's not as bad as like Family Guy or stuff, and it's on par with some of the stuff like Pirates of the Caribbean, which we got in Lego, Iron Man 3, because Homer is like a drinker, but also Tony Stark is, and Captain Jack Sparrow, so I think sometimes people over-exaggerate on how inappropriate this is. It's not the most inappropriate thing, and it fits Lego perfectly. Plus, we're not going to get sets on inappropriate stuff, we're just going to get it most likely on general stuff like this list shows. So I hate it when people say, oh, this is so inappropriate. Like, when they had Shaun of the Dead, yes, it is a very inappropriate movie. But if they just did a set on the Winchester, I know it's not the most appropriate place, they're not saying, oh, your kid should go watch this movie. They're just saying, here's a set based on this. And I think The Simpsons fits the Lego brand perfectly. They go hand in hand. They're both timeless. They've been around forever. And I think that Fox actually paid Lego to do this because Lego wouldn't do this on their own. They weren't looking for licenses. They already have all these licenses. But Fox was probably like, we're looking for advertising. So here's all this money so you can make the Lego Simpsons theme. And that's what they said in the original press release. They said that Lego was looking for, Fox was looking for marketing for this. So they approached Lego. And I knew the second that the Family Guy license was obtained by Connects, that we were getting Simpsons Lego, because it wasn't like Connects went to go get Family Guy. It was that Fox showed Connect's Family Guy and probably said, here's all this money, make set space off of this. And they did the same to Lego, except with the Simpsons, and said, here's all this money, make set space off of the Simpsons. And Lego couldn't deny it because there's probably all this money that they showed them. So that's it. That's why I think they made it. I think it wasn't really Lego's choice. I think it was more of Fox's choice, showing them money, and Lego had to agree because it was a lot of money, and it wasn't exactly outlandish. Like, if they made Family Guy, I would understand that people are going crazy over that, but Simpsons isn't that inappropriate. I mean, it's a family show. You can still watch it with your children, and I think that even with the newer seasons are a little bit more inappropriate, but still, I think it's a family show. And we got Bart's Skate Trick, $10. Homer at the Control Panel, $20. Lisa's Sax Performance, $30. Springfield Shops, $50. And Simpsons House, $70. Personally, I'm hoping this list is true, but it might be too good to be true. Especially since in the Simpsons house we get all 5 family members. That's not usually something Lego would do. Let me just exile this. They usually just, if they could have like they would do it like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where they put one in each thing. Like they put one figure here in like a smaller set, and then one figure in the other set. But that's kind of what they did until the Simpsons house. They just put all of them there. So I'm kind of a little bit iffy. I'm like, I don't know if Lego would do that. So I don't know if this list is completely true. And it's from Reddit. In Reddit, you could just post anything basically. But if it is true, my gosh, this is the theme I'm looking forward to. If these are true, I am so excited for this theme. Out of all the 2013 lists, this is the only amazing one. And even if these aren't real sets, I'm still looking forward to this theme the most because it's Lego Simpsons, something I've grown up on, and it's just such an amazing idea. It's something that I thought would never happen. And so I'm going to pick up all the sets no matter what. Just like I did with Toy Story. I'm not going to pick up like keychains, but yeah. So Simpsons house sounds amazing. Springfield Shop sounds amazing. And I think Homer at the Control Panel sounds amazing. The other two, Bart's Skate Trick and Lisa's Sax Performance, sound really good. Bart's Skate Trick, I could imagine, is going to be kind of basic because it's a $10 set. And it's probably going to be $13 in the US. That's just the Euro price. And so I think that Bart's Skate Trick, or what was it? We got 3 Barts, which is a little bit weird. And we don't have any, like, of the Wiggums, but we have Sherry and Terry and Lisa's Sax Performance, which is a little bit weird. But it didn't specifically say Sherry and Terry in the origination, where it was on Reddit. It just said the 2 twins from the opening. So that could mean Patty and Selma, right? Patty and Selma, the Marge's sisters. Because they are basically, they're not twins, but they're twins. They're twins. They just don't look exactly the same. Or, yeah, they do. Sorry, I'm a little bit wary on Simpsons. I haven't watched The Simpsons in a while. I love the old episodes, of course. Newer ones are kind of boring. But with Bart's Skate Trick, we got 3 Barts, which is a little bit crazy, so a lot of people might skip on it. But then again, we don't have any Millhouse except in that set. So I think Millhouse is going to be a really probably popular figure, because Millhouse is, you know, funny. Everybody loves Millhouse, even though he's usually the butt of the joke or whatever. And Homer at the Control Panel, I think, sounds amazing because you get Burns and Smithers, which are just probably going to be fantastic figures. And hopefully you get Homer in his work suit. That would be cool, because Homer has a different work suit than his regular suit. And Lisa's Sax Performance, you get Lisa and Marge, but Sherry and Terry aren't the most exciting figures, but I'm hoping there's probably a lot of musical stuff. And Springfield Shop sounds amazing. That is just awesome, because you get probably squeaky voice teen right here when they say cashier at Krusty Burger. Krusty Apu. Apu, that's an awesome figure. And Nelson, I mean, you wouldn't expect them to, like, these are like secondary characters, and I think they need to focus more on secondary characters than Sherry and Terry, but I'm okay with that. With Sherry and Terry, I'm fine with. Like I said, I wish Sherry and Terry were the Wiggums, because you could have probably fit that and make a reference to Homer's enemy, where oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Ralph was on the stage, and then Clancy Wiggum, which is his father, the policeman, he was like, "Ralphie, get off the stage," and like Ralph was still on the stage. I don't know. I'm getting nostalgic with the Simpsons. Simpsons house. I'm imagining this will be like the creator set, the creator house for the that we got recently. That was also $70, and we got 7 minifigures and Santa's Little Helper. So I'm so glad we're getting Flanders too. I wouldn't expect him to do that since he's such a religious guy, and usually Lego doesn't like to tread over religion. But then again, it is possible, you know. I'm hoping we get Moe sometime, because Moe is a very important character. But since he works at the Moe's Tavern, and that's like a bar setting, then you can't really put him in. So hopefully he appears in like a Wave 2 if there is one. And yeah, I think this is fantastic. The Simpsons is the theme for 2014. I don't care what else comes out. That's the one I'm buying the most of. Wow, that was a long thing about The Simpsons. But that's just what I'm most excited for. It sounds fantastic. I can't believe it. Okay, we got, this is okay, more stuff. Lego City. To be honest, none of this sounds good except Camper with Canoe. And there's also an airport truck. I'm interested in that. But the one I'm looking forward to the most is Camper with Canoe. I like forest stuff that's more recreational. None of this is interesting. The wood transporter actually sounds okay. But all this sounds like garbage. I mean, the more police stuff, I understand it's popular. But, let me see, I need to open it up for friends. All this other stuff is just stuff we basically got this year and last year and the year before. It's just like, ugh, I don't really care. Star Wars, none of this stuff sounds cool, except I saw the pictures when they first came out, and I love the look of the little cute mini fighter sets. I think they look fantastic. I don't know why. They're so adorable to me. You get one minifigure, and I'm hoping they're less than $10, but those are the sets I'm going to pick up, and I'm not really a Star Wars guy, so yeah. For Batman, to be honest, I just like the first 3 sets. I don't like the Steamroller set. I think it sounds a little bit Penguin Face Off, I'm going to get for sure because it's cheap. Man-Bat Attack, I love $20 sets, and that's supposedly $20, and you get 3 minifigures, which is Batman, Robin, and Man-Bat, which is really cool. Riddler Chase we already saw. I just like it for the figures, which you get Flash. So yeah, those first 3 sets, Joker Steamroller, I'm going to pass on. I'm sorry, it's $50. I'm not choking over $15. Just for a new version of the Joker, and but if it has Batgirl, I might get it because they said it might have Batgirl or Nightwing. I'm not going to get Nightwing I'm not going to get it if it has Nightwing. I'm in. And for Legends of Chima, let me see. The Speeders are the only thing I'm really looking forward to because we get like probably all the Scorpions and stuff right here. We're going to get in the Speeder set, so it's cool that we're getting, I guess, Scorpions. And Rogan, who's the Rhino. But the only thing that I'm a little bit iffy about is if they're expensive and the vehicles don't look good. So I'm just hoping all those figures appear in the Speeders, or at least one for each tribe. And we're almost done. I'm going to the second one I'm looking forward to the most, besides the Lego Movie, which we don't have info on, is Friends, actually. And I know you guys don't like Friends, but let me see, is there anything new? Okay. Let me see. So, leading up to it, the list was, we got all this stuff for the beach, and the one I'm looking forward to the most is a TV van. A TV fan sounds amazing. Here you go. The animals I'll probably pick up because they're cheap and they're pretty cute, you know. Here's the one I like, the news van. That sounds like an amazing set. I'm sorry, that sounds amazing. Heart Lake Horse Show, no thank you. Sunshine Ranch, it's going to be a ranch. I think that's pretty cool. I might pick that up. Stephanie's Beach House, that sounds great. Heart Lake Juice Bar, if it's a small $6 set, sure, why not. Stephanie's Newborn Lamb, a lamb piece, that sounds okay, but I'm hoping it's not a $10 set. If it's a $10 set, I might pass. Emma's lifeguard post, if that's $6, I'll get it. Mia's Lemonade Stand, and Sunshine Harvest, I don't know what that's like. So, I'm guessing the juice bar might be the beach set, or I don't know. It's kind of iffy. Like, we don't know exactly what they are. I definitely am going to pick up the news van. I think that's a cool set. And I think that's it, guys. So that's my thoughts on all the lists that came out. I hope I'm not missing any. So yeah, I guess it's time to go. And today's my last day, so I will be making a review, a very special summer review. And I just have to say it was a great summer, you know. Looking forward to, in 2014, The Simpsons. That's going to be the theme for me. I know I've said that a billion times, but I'm going to pick up all of The Simpsons sets day one I see them. So yeah, peace out and have a great day, guys. Bye.